Hello, so welcome to episode 11 of season 2 of live.withcode.uk. So we're coming back into looking at different types of error messages in Python, and I think these are the hardest type of errors to find and fix, because we need to really understand what we're trying to do. So the program that we're going to do will attempt to do a little bit of maths for us, a bit of geometry. It will say, what's the width of a rectangle? Let's go for 100 centimeters, meters, I don't know. And what's the height of a rectangle? Let's say it's the same. And it will try and do some calculations for us, the area and the perimeter. So if there was a syntax error in here, then we'd have broken the rules of the language, like we've forgotten to put something in that is necessary, or we've put something in there that is not necessary, and it breaks it. So syntax errors look scary, but they're the easiest to find and fix. They're easiest to find and fix because we have the error messages that tell us where the error is. It's not always on that line, it was for us, but they're either on that line or above it. The next easiest type of error to find and fix is if you have a runtime error. So that's if you try and do something impossible, like if you try and concatenate a string, some text, and an integer, it'll fail. So let's try 10 and 10. And it says you can't join together some text, a string, and a number, an integer. The program tries to do something impossible, fails miserably, and tells you that it's failed miserably by crashing. The hardest type of error message to find and fix are the logic errors. So let's have a look and see. If we go for a rectangle that is 1 by 1, really, it should detect that it's a square and tell us that it's a square, but it hasn't. And we have here the area should be 1 by 1, which is correct, but the perimeter should be 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. It should be 4. So we've got some problems here. So for this video, I'm not going to go through and explain all of the code. I think you're confident enough to be able to understand what happens. I won't write it from the ground up, but I'll explain what's happening. We're asking a question. We're converting the answer to that question from a string into an integer, and we're storing it into a variable. So lines 3 and 4 look fine to me. We're doing some calculations. We can only do those calculations if we had first converted our answers into an integer. So line 6 will fail now. Or will it actually? I don't think it will. It will just repeat this string lots and lots of times. Let's see. If we say the width is going to be 1, or let's say the width is A, and the height is 10, yeah, we're going to have a problem. It did kind of work though, didn't it? A and 10. It said the area is 10 A's, because we're trying to repeat that character that number of times. We've got to make sure we have the right data types. That's better. 10 by 10, that's better. We have some errors to find and fix. So line 10. What is a logic error? It's basically when your code does what we've told it to do, but rather irritatingly, we've told it to do the wrong thing. There's no shortcut to stepping through line by line, writing down a trace table if you need to, or running the code one line at a time. 1, control full stop, 1, control full stop. So the area is correctly calculated. The perimeter though, well, we've done width plus height. We haven't done the correct calculation. That's by definition what a logic error is. We've told it to do something, it's done what we've told it to do, but we've told it to do the wrong thing. And we've also got an error on line 9. When we, errors on line 9, errors on line 10, and errors on line 12. So I'll leave you to try and correct these. Remember that you have got the competitions to work through. If you want to get the points, you want to type quickly to take that frustration out of the coding. You want to type accurately, and you've got to type all of it out to get the maximum amount of points. It's only the keywords activity of the kpride activities that gets you the points, but probably the most useful one is the debug activity there. You don't get points for it, because if you did, it'd be easy to cheat. You could just copy the original code in and get points for it that way. But it is really helpful for debugging syntax errors. If you want practice with that, do that debug activity there. If you want practice with anything else, then really you should be going to the extension activities where you work through the debug it. the try it, debug it, and extend it activities, which is where you get points for working through these challenges down at the bottom. Okay, hope this is helpful, and I'll see you next week.